Howdy, music fans. I thought I would do something different today. There's a guy that I like to watch sometimes. He does guitar videos named James, and he did a t-shirt video. And I thought, that was a really cool idea, so I'm going to do one too. It's going to be really, really long. I've got 2 dresser drawers, a big chair full, and a giant box full. So I'm just going to get started. I was looking for my Tom Petty shirt to do a Tom Petty video. And that's what got me on this. Anyway, first off, we got Lightning Hopkins. And then we've got Drive-By Truckers. I wish I had this. I just recorded this. I've got a lot of videos already recorded, but my Bill Kirchen shirt, I didn't know where it was, or I did, but I didn't want to get it out. So I didn't do that. When I do a James McMurtry video, I will have this on now that I have it. Then one of my old, you can tell it's pretty old, it's ratty as all hell, Keith shirts with him standing in front of the Patience Please, a Drug-Free America Comes First sign. Johnny Cash from American Recordings. And one of my very first Drive-By Trucker shirts, I probably got this when I hung out with them at that show, Haunted Hillbilly Hoedown, that I did a video on. This is one I had when I was a little kid. I lived in England for a year when I was 5, and still have that. This is, what is this? I don't know what this is. Some of these I'm not going to know. They're not all going to be rock and roll shirts. I'm just doing all of them, literally. I won't do that. That's kind of tasteless. We'll do Hack and Saw Boys. I probably got this at either the Haunted Hillbilly Hoedown or the Twangberg. Both of which I did a video. Split Lip Rayfield. They are in my Bloodshot videos. Steve Earle. Seen him many times, met him a couple of times. Nice guy. Let's see, Baltimore Ravens Super Bowl. Then who's this? Wars Outdoors. So I went and saw a play of Empire Strikes Back outdoors, and it was really good. It was hilarious. A New Hope in the Park, they're called. Something in the Park. Plays in the, I don't know what they're called, but went with some friends. This is a John Langford drawing of Hank. Bloodshot Records, of course. And Split Lip Rayfield again. Really nice one of their album covers. Then this one I think a friend gave me. Not exactly my style. Another Ravens shirt. And then this is from when I lived in Spain, probably, I imagine. Yeah, I think that's what that's from. I think that's right. Yeah, I went when I visited Toledo. This is when I visited Greece when I lived in Spain. And my arms are getting tired. This one is, I really wish I would have had this out and worn it for my Bloodshot Records videos, but c'est la vie, say the old folks. Which goes to show you never can tell. Boston Police. And this is one from when I was a kid, Briefing Time, B-25. My dad is a big plane buff, although he wasn't into warplanes, but built lots of plane models as a kid. This is a friend of mine, and thought the picture was so funny, I put it on a shirt saying objects in a mirror appear maybe closer than they appear or whatever. This one, Maryland pilots, when I worked for the pilots and drove pilots to their ships before I moved to Seattle. And then this is Hank Williams from The Lost Highway, the show, the live play about his life. I saw that at the Ryman in Nashville, Tennessee, in maybe 94, 95. I had a really stupid idea once to just save all my shirts by destroying them. I wanted to cut them out and make a quilt or something, or have someone make a quilt for me. And so I cut up the fronts and backs. I'm not going to go through all these because they'll be really messy, but there's some Leonard Skinner fronts and backs, and some Grateful Dead, and then Bob Dylan with Tom Petty and Grateful Dead. There's a Joan Jett in here. There's a bunch of stuff. A Spider-Man, an Orioles shirt. it's a shame. I kind of wish I didn't do that. But luckily, I stopped myself before I got too far. So that's a handful of those. T-Model Ford Chicken Head shirt. Saw him at a little club called the Comet Tavern here in Seattle. Great set. And then Palooza band, local band that I'm friends with, and they don't exist anymore, but they were great. Oh, I did a couple of services in AmeriCorps, so there's one of my AmeriCorps shirts. And here's another AmeriCorps shirt. Nothing too spectacular. In my Bill Kirchen video, which isn't up yet, I mentioned him I mentioned him playing at Roots Cafe, his church that we set up shows at, and this is one of the shirts from Roots Cafe. It might be the only shirt from Roots Cafe that they ever did. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is from my friend's Ruben's. He had a warehouse in Baltimore where he did all kinds of film forums and raves and all kinds of shows and stuff. And so that was called the G Spot, named after his dad. Olympic Athletic Club Racquetball League 2006. I think that might be the year I actually won the tournament. I got when I lived briefly in Texas. I was traveling through and lived there for a month, and you can't see it, but these are all dead musicians with their birth year and death year. The entire thing. It's incredible. It's an incredible shirt. And Brian Jones is on there, and Patsy Cline. I'll read a few. There's lots I've never heard of. Pete Ham, Dinah Washington. There's Brian Jones, Dwayne Allman, Jim Morrison, Lightning Hopkins, Jim Reeves, Alexis Corner, Minnie Riperton. I think it does repeat, but there are a lot on here. A lot. It's a pretty amazing shirt. I wish it wasn't too big for me. Well, I'm glad I'm smaller, but I wish it wasn't all, old and frayed. Beautiful shirt. Okay, now we've got, this is another place, I believe, Seaside Bar. Oh, there we go. I think my parents maybe went there and got me that shirt. This is the Riptones. They are in my Bloodshot video. I saw them in Naperville, Illinois, and Chicago. At that time when I vacationed there to volunteer at Bloodshot. One of my Waylon shirts. I think I tried to mark something out here because I didn't really like it, but that was kind of silly. Waylon Rules, and on the back, Waylon fucking Jennings. That's who. And of course, they don't say fucking. And then another Ravens championship shirt. And then we got a host of Joan Jett shirts here for a bit. I'm gonna have to fold all these back up, This is one Joan Jett shirt. This is another Joan Jett shirt. I love this one. $2.89 it says on the back. Hey, look at that. Here's a Joan Jett shirt. This is from the Little Liar 45 sleeve. And then it's got a list of tour dates on the back. And we're almost through this box. Here's Joan Jett from her album Good Music. That's the cover. And then this is one of the pictures on the inside. And then, what's this? Oh, hey, it's a Joan Jett shirt. What do you know? This one's just plain Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. And then it has a logo on the back. Blackheart Records. This is WWJJD. What would Joan Jett do? There's that. This one, I think I got at that Haunted Hillbilly Hoedown also, maybe? Duff Beer. I don't know where I got that. Duff, maybe that's the Simpsons thing. Oh, these are a pair of pants that I wore that I made myself kind of as a kid. I still have a Gibson Invader guitar, so I drew that on the front, and then on the back I put Rolling Stones across the back with two tongues on the butt cheeks, and then the Doors I put in their logo on the back, and then I drew Gibson American Made, World Played, their logo, and then some Grateful Dead logos I drew on there. As a kid, I was always drawing on stuff, especially papers, like at school work stuff. All my assignments. Okay, then Pink Floyd, The Wall, I drew on there. So those pants were kind of fun as a kid. Kind of embarrassing probably too. Then this Rolling Stones shirt, the one with the dragon and with the tongue. That's really nice, of course, like that logo. This is probably my favorite Rolling Stone shirt, if it's possible to have a favorite. I forget this guy's name, the artist, but he does these great drawings, and I have his book, which I'll probably do a video on my Stones books eventually, and show that some of his book. He's a German artist. Might have his name on here. Yeah, I can't read it, but that's a really love that shirt. My favorite. This one I got when I saw them on the Bridges of Babylon tour, '97. In the parking lot, bootleggers, probably $10 shirt or something like that. This one is one of my favorite Stone shirts that I still own. Stripped, cover of Stripped, and then the back of Stripped. Really nice. These are all packed away. This is one of my old bands called Armadillo Borealis, and that's kind of was our little logo on our EP. And then this band, Elena Sky and the Demolition String Band, are a great kind of rock and roll band, not rock and roll, sorry, alt country band that I saw with open for the Bottle Rockets. And on the back it says, "Some days you're the dog, some days you're the hydrant," which is great. They're a great band. They're not around anymore, I don't believe. I don't know what she's doing either. Oh, and this is just a shirt that one of the schools I worked at, Lafayette, made for me when I left. It's the whole class, and yeah, on there. Okay, I'm gonna pause so I can rearrange things for a second. And we're back. Okay, this is the only one that's currently in the laundry basket. So there's that one. This one, the New River, I canoed, or I whitewater rafted down the White River with some friends years ago. It was a really excellent trip. We got what we paid for and more. It was an overnight weekend trip. This is what I was looking for when I wanted to wear this for my Haunted Hillbilly Hoedown video. There's that. I bought at the festival show. Hey, what do you know? Joan Jett shirt. So these are, I don't know if these are current. No, these aren't really that current for me. They're not in my actual dresser drawers. This one I think I got in New Orleans, and it's just so freaking cool. At the Crossroads, and then it's got the devil and some guy with a guitar making a devil, like Robert Johnson myth story. So that's so cool. Love that one. What is this? This one is one of the elementary schools I used to work at. And this one is one of the other elementary schools I used to work at. And this was one of my J.J. Cale shirts. I did do a J.J. Cale video. It's not posted yet, but I will. And I was wearing a different J.J. Cale shirt, so I did do that. Here's my Twangberg shirt that I showed. I didn't wear it because I don't know if it even fits me anymore, but I did show it in the video. And it's got on the back, it's got all the artists that played. I used to teach guitar, and here's my logo. I had a shirt made up, Brain Twang Guitar Instruction. There's my logo. Then I also took guitar lessons and voice lessons and piano lessons at Off the Wall School of Music down the street. Oh boy, John Hyatt's Slow Turning Tour. What a great album that album is. There's one line in that album, I'm yelling at the kids in the back because they're banging like Charlie Watts, and boy, I went out and bought that record. Did not regret it. Here's a kind of a Get Your Yah-Yahs Out type shirt, or something from that photo shoot. That's kind of a nature shirt. This is a Emerald City Guitars. I've bought one or two guitars from there. One, I think. Here's another. This isn't Waylon, actually. This is a tribute to Waylon Jennings, the outlaw, the man, the myth, Waylon. I got this at a tribute show that Whitey Morgan and the 78s played, who are great. $2 Pistols. I mentioned them in the Twangberg video. They're from Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Great band. Not around anymore. The Guitar Store. I've got two of their shirts, so I'll just show one. It's kind of creepy. It's a picture. It's like the old Hank Williams picture with the monkey. I don't know, with the chimp. It's kind of weird. There's another one of those. And then Rehoboth Beach, which we used to go to sometimes when I was a kid for the summer. This is Columbia River Gorge, Oregon. I've never been to the gorge, but this is something my parents and my brother came and we vacationed in Hood River, near Hood River, some years ago. And we went to Portland too. It was another Brain Twang shirt. And so I got that shirt. Freakwater, another great band I've seen a couple of times. Kind of acoustic, twangy, Appalachian hillbilly type. Two female singers, but a full band. The Runaways, all girl female rock band. There's a gym shirt from the gym I go to, and oh, this is a funny shirt. Education is important, but playing guitar is importanter. I know, silly. Why'd I ever spend money on that? This one is something that somebody got me. Oh, my brother got me this one. His band, his jazz band, did a little tour of Germany a few years back. So he got me that. This is from this incredible record store in Portland, Oregon, I believe. Music Millennium, yeah, Portland, Oregon. Boy, that store is worth a trip, just worth a 3-hour drive just to check it out. First time I went there, that was during that vacation with my family down there, and over a weekend, I think I went there 4 times. This is a guitar camp shirt. I go to a guitar camp out here, called PSGW, Puget Sound Guitar Workshop. This is just some of the badasses, right? Waylon, Willie, and Merle. I think could have also had Hank on there, but hey, what are you gonna do? Senior, of course, you probably know. Songwriters in Seattle is a group I'm part of. Another Waylon Jennings shirt. That one's pretty cool, actually. I like that one, even though it's a newer picture. And this one is a picture from, I think this is from an air show, yeah, that I went to with my family during that Mount Hood trip. I drove out to Montana to visit family a long time ago, several years ago, and toured the Gibson Acoustic Guitar Factory. That was quite fun. Okay, time for another pause. Okay, and we're back again. So here we go. These are current shirts in the rotation, kind of. This one, not really, but essential. The principal I work for thinks that teachers are essential workers. Got this from the Pike Place Market because it's a left-handed guitar, and I'm left-handed and play left-handed guitars. Rolling Stones shirt, one of my favorites. I love the Union Jack on the back and the little tiny tongue up front on the breast, and then John Prine. First time I saw him on the Tree of Forgiveness tour, I did not get a shirt when I saw him at the Ryman or at the Opry House in Nashville on New Year's Eve this last year. Fantastic show. The Ryman, I got this a few years ago when I visited Nashville with a friend, Ryman Auditorium. Oh, Billy Gibbons walked across the stage when we visited the Ryman and got a little tour, and I got to yell out to him and asked him if I could give him my CD at the time, and he said, put it in the, what did he say? Put it in the production office or something. I was like, what the hell? But I got it to somebody that said they'd get it to him, so who knows? J.J. Cale. What do we got here? Black Lives Matter. And then another Armadillo Borealis from my old band. And then the current school I'm working at there. And then there's a Keith Richards shirt that says Kanye West? Never heard of her. And then we got Chuck Berry here. And then another Joan Jett from the album Pure and Simple. Very underrated, excellent album. Well, most of hers are underrated. So a lot of them are excellent. Alright, Dead String Brothers. I mentioned them in my Bloodshot videos. Larkin Poe, one of my favorite new bands. They're fantastic. I think I've worn their shirt. All right, time to rearrange again. Alrighty, let's keep going. Detroit Cobras, I just did a video on them and I didn't wear this shirt, so maybe I'll redo the video, I don't know. My Ike and Tina Turner shirt, which people usually don't know who that is, but I love this shirt. Got it at a record store in Baltimore called Soundgarden. And this is a John Langford shirt. John Langford's Lost Souls, I think it says. Bought that off their website along with that Dead Spring Brothers shirt. It's only rock and roll. I wear this in an upcoming video. This used to be a store, and maybe still is, in Greenwich Village, New York, that I used to sometimes visit on the East when I lived on the East Coast. They sold a lot of bootlegs at the time. I don't know if they still do, but I was into that then a lot. My Keith 73 shirt, Live 73. And here is another Songwriters in Seattle shirt. Color version, current version. Another Black Lives Matter shirt from a school I used to work at, Black Lives Matter at. Here's a Sonny Landreth shirt. I got to see him at a dinner club place. Says that was the back. Here's the front. Gut slide. That was an incredible show. Bottle Rockets. They're mentioned in my Bloodshot videos as well. I should probably do a video on Bottle Rockets. They're one of the greatest American bands there are. Toots and the Maytals. Speaking of great bands, one of the greatest reggae bands of all time, if not the greatest reggae band of all time, in my humble opinion. Station Inn from Nashville, Tennessee, famous bluegrass bar where people jam, including famous people. I just visited a few years ago. The Blasters, got to see them finally. Of course, it was without Dave Alvin, but I saw him a couple years ago at a small club here in Seattle, and it blew me away. Non-stop dancing. I danced the whole show. It was incredible. Another Baltimore Ravens shirt. Another Armadillo Borealis shirt. We sold a few. I sold them, and so I guess, or gave them away probably. Another school I used to work at. So I guess I have a few left, is what the deal is. They probably don't all fit me. Alt Country, not Alt Facts. Another Bloodshot Records shirt. And last is another Seattle Education Association shirt. And that's it for my shirts. I've got a heck of a lot of cleaning up to do here. Thanks so much for tuning in. Please feel free to share your t-shirt videos or comment on mine, subscribe and like, and thanks so much for watching. All right, have a great day. Thanks. Bye.